Hey guys, Mark Baker here, rooming house expert here with Aygun, who's just finished his rooming house conversion, a little while ago now actually. We'll have a bit of a quick look through and talk some numbers at the end, but we'll had some interesting solutions we had to come up with here, didn't we? So tell us about what's happening up here. We'll take the cameras up to have a look.
Yeah, this skylight, because here was the living area, living room and dining, but because we closed this off to turn them into a couple of bigger rooms.
Yep.
We don't have any windows in the kitchen.
Yeah, so no natural light and ventilation in the kitchen because it came from the living dining area next to it. So in order to get the light and ventilation, had to put some skylights in.
Yeah.
So these are openable, so they provide the ventilation requirements. Obviously, other solutions would have been putting stuff out through the wall, which was moving other services and could have been quite expensive too.
Yeah.
Not that this was necessarily cheap, but probably a few $1,000s for each one. So
just the units, because they're openable solar. If it was fixed, it was a lot cheaper. But
so rain sensors on them as well. So if they are open, it starts to rain.
So you don't want, like we had that discussion about the manual. Is it people gonna close them so they're automatic as soon as the rain comes in? They're meant to close, and then there's remotes and open them and all that. So it costs about 12,000 all up.
To put three of them in.
Three of them, yeah. So
we did look at all sorts of solutions, different sizes. Had to be the narrow ones to fit between the trusses in here.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't. This one is kind of separated because we're going to put three together, and that one ended up being smaller than 550. So that's why we separated it.
Okay.
But it looks nice, but it's a bit of an overkill for a rooming house.
Needed to do it, looked at all solutions, and that was the best one we could come up with. Yeah. So we'll have a bit of a look around, because this was before you started. How many bedroom house?
5, it was 5 bedroom.
5 bedroom house, and now we've gone to 9, yeah?
Yeah, 9, this is the 9th one.
So 9th room. You like these fancy signs on the doors?
Yeah, all the trees. Different
tree names on the doors, yep.
Yeah, so this was open here, so we put a half wall.
Yep.
And this next door is pretty good rooms, all the windows, and it's all open. This one has access to outside. Yep,
so sliding door to backyard from there.
Yeah. So
decent sized room and everything in there.
Yeah.
So that was a couple of extra rooms here. Obviously we can't show all of the rooms because you've already started renting.
5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them are occupied already.
Yep. And you said before you're taking your time filling them, making sure you get people that are a good fit and the house is going to run smoothly.
Exactly. So Sanaz has been, the one front end of things of being a woman, attracting women. There's a good mix of either young students or researchers that we got a researcher, older gentlemen.
Yep.
But we got a few women in here as well. So it's a good mix. So we could have filled it up like that in 2 weeks, but we just want to choose good fit, people that are going to be getting along quiet, not cause any issues. So.
Yeah, don't want it to go too quick and cause problems, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have a look at a couple of the other rooms.
Yeah,
so we can only see a couple of them today, but...
So these are the tape.
Yep, all rented in here.
There's toilet and bathroom facilities there.
Yep.
We got the laundry here. That's another room. These are kind of like similar sized rooms.
Yep.
We got common area. This is
another one. Was this existing or what was here?
So this one and next one were kind of a living, big open living space.
It was across.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like dining there, another dining, and this was like another living area.
Yep.
We put a wall here, a wall there, and these walls are all insulated, and even the doors are like
solid door. Yep.
Core doors.
Do everything to reduce noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty important.
Yeah. So, and this is a bigger room. This is one of the biggest rooms that could be double, so it could be a couple's room. It's 12 plus square meters.
Just notice you've got all new split systems in as well, so
in every room.
All air conditioning, so that was one of the things that's worth spending the money on when you're doing the conversion for comfort of the occupants, attract and keep people.
Exactly, so they're all that, and there was tons of other things we could have done. We could have put ensuite here and even sliding door to private courtyard, but it's just
balance up the cost to benefit. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You spend 20 grand, and then you got to charge another 40, maybe $50 extra a week. That will cost you, take you 6 to 7 years to get your money back.
It's still good, but
it's still good, but you know.
Yeah, that one's up maybe later.
Yeah.
Let's duck down the front. We're going to have a look at one more room. So we'll duck down here. So this was existing at the front, yeah?
Yeah, this was all.
Fingerprint door locks, great work.
Yeah. So this is one of the. It's a big one. It's the master one.
Yep.
It's ensuite. So it's, you know, there was a couple. Hello. there was a couple that was coming in, and then they decided to go somewhere else.
Yep.
So we're reserving this for a couple.
Yep. Okay. So let's have a quick talk about some of the numbers on this. And you said, yeah, look, it took you what, 6 months or so all up, but that was with Christmas in the middle. Is that about right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, when we're working with you to do the design and getting the permits,
yep,
pretty much it came right before Christmas. And then
so it knocks a couple of months off, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So that, like getting quotes and all that stuff and lining guys up, you know, people on leave. So that put about 5 to 6 weeks into it. So all up 6 months.
Yep.
Was pretty much from the day we settled.
Yep.
There was ways we can shorten that.
Absolutely.
But
not doing a Christmas fire.
Yeah, exactly. And the vendor wasn't playing ball, like, because I was working with Stuart.
Yep.
And then if he gave us consent, we could have got the plans from the council that added like 3 or 4 weeks to the whole equation. By the time we got into plans and you get your designer to do it, yeah, that took about 4 weeks. So we could have saved that.
Yeah.
But you know, he didn't play ball, which is fine.
Yep.
And then Christmas. So like working with you, and then it was quite smooth.
Yep.
So there was hardly any hiccup. I think only one time we went back and forth about the skylights.
Yeah.
Other than
there was a bit on that.
Other than that, everything else was pretty smooth sailing. So
yep. Yeah, that was good to hear. So numbers on this one, you've shown before it's about what, $850 all up for the purchase and the work and everything done.
Yeah. Yep. So we did. Yeah, we didn't go too crazy in terms of the cost, but we wanted to also do it nice enough. Like we painted all the rooms and it looks nice because we wanted to attract a certain, you know, kind of level of interest from people. Yeah. So not anyone and everyone. So we painted everything and the furniture. So I did a good job of picking the furniture.
Yeah, it's all styled well.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So
there we go.
You know, we don't usually give this. This is just a display of it.
Yep.
Because we don't provide the pillows and the dinners and all that. But you know, if they want it, we sell it to them.
Yep.
But we just stage it like this so that we can, when we show it to them,
yeah,
it looks
that
nice.
Looks good, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, if they want extra things, like this morning we were setting up a wardrobe for someone. So if they want more space, we kind of try to accommodate.
Yeah, actually I was here while you're assembling that. So.
Yeah, that's right. Took a bit.
So still putting furniture in, and there's 5 rooms rented already. And you said you're taking your time. Sounds like you're going pretty quick.
Yeah, no, it's all right. But you know, I want everything yesterday anyway. So.
Yeah. Now you were saying you were looking at a few places to find something that was suitable and easier for conversion, and probably do remember having a look at some of the plans. Yeah. And there was another property nearby that you had gone to. Yeah. That somebody else actually bought and turned into a rooming house.
Yeah, exactly. Like I go, like let's not fight it out and make it more expensive.
That's all right. No, didn't bid them up. That was good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You were also saying that one, you know, from your point of view, needed more work.
Yeah, we would have needed to. We would have needed to spend a bit more money on it of our own, and then, you know, just be able to get, you know, even if you go commercial, you know, it's good return income. It probably would have needed to leave some money in it. So we thought we'd go for something a bit more expensive, but didn't need that much work, so we can leverage bank's money, and that's what we did. So we didn't end up putting that much money in it. Whereas with the other one, although it was cheaper, but we would have
had more cash tied up.
More or our cash tied up in it.
Yep. So it's a matter of balancing that and working out what's right for your situation.
Exactly. Yeah. And then so it took a while to find this because of the layout, but the layout was so easy. All we did was put up 4 walls, and that was and then the only tricky bit was the skylight. So
getting the light and ventilation in.
Yeah, we knew what we had to do because we were talking to you.
Yep.
But yeah, we didn't. We looked at other solutions, but that was the most straightforward and the easiest one. But we didn't expect to put bigger ones and 3 of them.
Yes.
And anyway, it's just ended up being $5 grand more than what we allowed for.
Yep. Yeah, done now anyway.
Yeah, no,
so back to the numbers on this. So it was about $850 all in. As a normal house, you'd be what, 600s?
Yeah, look, if you talk to the agent, they're always talking it up, you know, I get you, blah, 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 whatever, right? And then we use that to get the funding, but 600, and this is a bit bigger. house in the area, but usually even lesser, 550, 500. If you pushed it, maybe
5 bedrooms, so you might get in the 6s.
Yeah, probably.
Now, as a rooming house, we were just having a look at the numbers before with the 9 rooms. Some of the smaller ones sort of mid 200s. This one's easy in the 3s, especially with a couple.
Well, we charge a bit more for the couples.
So I think we came up with pushing close to 2,400.
A week
when it's fully rented. So 4 times the rent.
Yeah. And with exactly. And then with the costs, like everything, mortgages and everything, like 100% finance, not just 80% of it, will be 5 or 6 bedrooms, break even, depending on which room and all that stuff, and then utilities, plays up and down as well, and then the rest of it is profit.
So with the 9, that's got to be 40 grand a year.
That's what we're looking at.
40 grand a year net after interest and everything.
That's what
you can't complain about that.
25 to 40. Well, it's,
how many of those do you reckon you need?
As soon as we set this up, I think we're going to go one more. We do one more, and then after that, probably start looking at commercial or something else, or maybe do a development.
And so get a couple of those, 80, 100 grand a year, and you travel on that, can't you?
Better than pick up the others, This worked out well, and it was, location and close to amenities and the industrial areas, jobs and train station. So 2, 3 of the tenants, they don't have cars. I think 4 of them, they don't have cars, so public transport. And would have been part of your selection criteria too, for your proximity to transport and stuff. 100%. Like you can walk to the train like 8 minutes, and then shops and everything. So it's really
No worries. I think that probably covers it. Unless there's anything else you want to point out about it?
No. It was good. It's like you made things seamless because you know what you're doing. You can do this. And exactly. You do this, do that, and go. He's charging, but it's like making it seamless. But no, it was good. All right. Stuart and you. So
no worries. Well, thanks for that, and thanks for watching, guys. So bye for now, and stay super.